You're listening to Wilson Waffling Live, episode 86, recorded on Monday, the 6th of February 2017. Run titles.
Wilson Waffling.
Hello, can you hear me? Oh dear, what a rubbish start that was. Hello, and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live, episode 86. Would you believe I've done 86 of these and still can't figure out that opening? What is going on? I have no idea. So how are we all? Are we all looking good and feeling fine? I just realised at the beginning I said you're listening to. Well, you're watching as well, I hope. I hope you're watching as well. And if you are, it's lovely to have you along live here on Facebook and Periscope. And if you're not, if you're watching this on YouTube, then it's lovely to have you doing the recording as well. It's lovely to have you no matter what. 86 episodes done. 14 to go. I think it's episode 86. I hope it is, because otherwise I've done my countings all wrong, and it could be episode 100 already, and I don't really know. But no, I think it's 86. I think we're up to 86. But we will see. Now, I like to go over and see what's happening on the Facebook page, because you never know. You know, we might have somebody famous or somebody that we've never seen before watching. So let's zoom straight over. I'll just go to one side. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit close, aren't I? Woo, thank you. Yes, there we go. 86. We got 2 views, 2 people watching at the moment, which is absolutely lovely. We did have somebody on Periscope, but I think I came on and I must have somewhat scared them off, because they sort of like disappeared in one fell swoop. So welcome. We are going to have another packed show, but another quick show tonight. As always, I like to keep these a bit like a mental oral starter, nice and snappy. So in a second, we're going to have tweets of the week. And then later on, after that, we're going to have the website roundup. And then we're going to have the teaching ideas, when I give you some teaching ideas on a specific topic. So we got a rather packed show, but plenty to get through. And so let's start off straight away by introducing the tweets of the week. So here we are with the tweets of the week. So remember, this is my Twitter down here at iWilsonYSJ. So if you'd like to tweet to me, then that's what you need to use. Or the hashtag, just there, hashtag YSJPrimeEd, to see what is happening in the world of primary education here at York St John University. So let's start off straight away and let's have some nice tweets. Now this first one is from Harriet, and Harriet is doing geography, and we created a story stick on the seasons of winter. I definitely will use this concept to show the different seasons. And just to let you know, if you're following the hashtag YSJ Prime Ed, you will know that that is actually a video. And I've had to sort of like do a still cut of it just to show off Harriet's handiwork. So it's really nice that people are actually doing some geography at the present moment in time. And sticking with geography, you'll see why in a second. Here's Maddie, who's doing a story stick in geography. So the first years are currently doing a module called the wider curriculum, when they're studying each of the different subjects, whether or not that be art, geography, history, PSHE, etc., etc. So you can see some geography going on. You can actually see in the background there one of the lecterns with the YSJ crest on. But as well as geography, there is some lovely artwork going on. Here's Emily. Our final art session was thinking and making sculptures. Makes you think. And there we are. I'm not too sure what it is, but it looks lovely. It seems to be some kind of castle, I'm thinking. But I think they had to sort of like do a sculpture to depict their emotions or feelings or something like that, which was very nice. Also we have some RE. This is Miss H. Hemsley. I know her real name, but I'll call her Miss H. Helmsley. She's making a class book for a teaching resource for RE, Geography and PSHE, and I think that's coming up for a assignment that is due. So good luck, Miss Helmsley. I hope it goes well. Now, also this week, the second years have been out and about because they have been doing their EAL visit, English as an additional language. And here we have Sophie Dent here saying, really enjoyed today's EAL visit. It was extremely insightful to see the teaching within a diverse classroom. Lovely. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, Sophie. And also from Miss Scott here, really enjoyed my day at Hoffingham Primary. Got some good insight into supporting EAL children. A lovely school. Thank you. Well done. Really glad you guys enjoyed that. And just a final tweet of the week, just so you can see how things are going in university and see me in action. Here's me in action. I photobombed there. It's a bit small, but Harriet there managed to grab me in a picture as I was teaching mathematics. I think she was trying to take a picture of the smartboard, but I dived into the way there to be in the photo. She tweeted it. I looked quite professional there. So that was today's tweets of the week. Oh, I came in too early. I hadn't finished. Never mind. Now then, if you would like to follow us on Twitter, then remember, just go along and use the hashtag YSJPrimeEd. And if you are watching this and you're thinking about coming to YSJ Prime to do primary education, then I'd love to hear from you. So why don't you actually send me a tweet? Send me a tweet and send it to, it's coming up, send it to @iWilsonYSJ and tell me whether or not you're looking forward to coming to work with the primary education group of tutors and children and students in September. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And don't forget to follow the hashtag YSJPrimeEd. That would be fantastic. Okay, guys, we are going to have what is now known as the website roundup. So in the website roundup, what we do, or what I do, is that I flash before you some of the up-to-date stories that I've captured throughout the week and from last week, and then you can have a look at them, and if anything catches your eye, then the actual the links to all the stories will be underneath this video on YouTube, so you can go along or have a look at it, or even go along to wilsonwaffling.co.uk and you will find all the links there. So now I have to remember this week to do two things. I have to remember to take me off the background shot, because otherwise it looks really funny. Let's see. I think that's all set up. So without further ado, guys, here is the website roundup. So that was the website roundup. A very interesting story right at the end there about wearing slippers and getting better grades. I'm wearing my slippers now, so I'm hoping for good grades all round. So remember, if you would like to catch up with any of those stories, then the links will be below this video. Now then, let's have a look. Nobody watching me on Facebook and nobody watching me on Periscope. Nobody at all. I'm here all alone. Oh, I think somebody's just popped up on to see me watching me on Facebook, or that could be myself. Anyway, that was the website roundup. So now let's have a look at some teaching ideas. And this is when I like to share with you some teaching ideas. And this week I would like to talk about myths and legends. I thought we'll have a look at myths and legends this week. So first things first, I'm not going to get into talking about all the different gods and things like that, but I thought mythical creatures. What would your monster be like? And I've got a picture here. I think this is actually sort of like, oh sorry, over there. I think that's actually a manticore, is what I call a manticore. And you can see that it sort of like has the head of a lion, the wings of some kind of batty pterodactyl thing, and then I think it has a tail of a scorpion. And I thought it'd be really good to sort of like decide what would your mythical beast like, and you can get a lot of writing out of that, but also you can get some artwork as well and to create it. And I thought, you know, part of what and part of what and part of what and why would you have all those powers? You know, were you like a chimera who had a snake head, a dragon head and a lion head or something like that, you know, and try not to model it on an existing mythical beast, but a new one. And you don't have to wait to be doing Greek and legends for this. You know, you can do it in any sort of like artwork that you would like. And I did think it would be really good. I'm just wondering whether or not you can do some collage work with this and sort of like actually cut out different photographs or images of animals and stick it on. I thought that would be nice. And then I thought it'd be great for creating a background story. You know, how did your beast arrive? Where was it born? What's its purpose? You know, writing a poem about it, or even making top trump cards. I thought that would be good. You could each child could make their own top trump card and then put it together in a class pack, and then people at Wet Playtime can have a go at them. And you could put some really powerful monsters in it and some lesser powerful monsters in it. Then I thought, keeping with literacy as well, you can do some accounts or recounts of battles, you know, and you could actually tell the story of the battle and then get the children to do a recount of it and sort of like explain it again, how it would have happened. And I also thought this would be really good in drama, because you could do some freeze frame work, you know, like a diorama around the edge of a like a vase or something like that. But I thought what you could do is actually make it into a border along the edge of your display. So you could actually take photographs of the children in their dioramas, in their freeze frames, sorry, and then sepia it or grayscale it, and then actually make it into sort of like a display paper, you know, just like they would do along the base of a pillar or something like that. I'm talking about myths and legends. You could also see, this is very sort of like Greek at the moment. What about a labyrinth? How about creating your own maze? Could you create your own maze and give the children sort of like squared paper so they can draw their own maze by colouring in the walls with a black felt tip or a different colour, and then leaving the white bit as the actual border, so to speak, the place that you walk. And then I thought you could also do, keeping with the mazes, you could do some ideas about, you know, that rule that if you keep your left hand always to the left wall, does that, and it's meant to get you in and out of a maze, does that always work? And I thought it'd be a really really good idea to do some hypothesizing and actually try to see whether or not it works on all the mazes. And there must be some mazes, a whole lot of mazes to download from the internet that you can find yourself one. And then you could do really simple mazes and work with B-bots or things like First Logo to actually do some command work to actually get it out of the maze. And while you're thinking about myths and keeping on about focusing on mythical creatures and mythical adventures in ancient Greece at the moment, how about making some effective ear mufflers? You know, can you make so... I forget, you know, I think it's Jason and the Argonauts. He has to tie himself to the mast to resist the urge of the sirens as they sing to him to lure him into the water. And it'd be really good to get the children to think about that situation and try to get some ear muffs to sort of like see whether or not they can muffle out the sound and do a bit of science work to see what would be the best material, etc., to put over their ears. And at the same time, a bit of PE. You know, Hercules or Jason and the Argonauts, they sort of like had a competition to see what they could do really well at to go on the Argos. So maybe some examples of some running and jumping and throwing. And remember that some of the people actually managed to throw things further by being clever rather than physical strength. So everybody could have a go and see what they were really good at. So a variety. I've got another wonderful mythical beast for you here. I think this is a Chinese one, but quite a mixture of animals there. Quite a mixture. So hopefully that will give you some ideas about what you could do for sort of like myths and legends or really mythical beasts. Now remember, if there's anything that you would like me specifically to give you some ideas about, then by all means send me a tweet. Just sort of like down there somewhere. Send me a tweet and also message me and say, oh, could you give us some ideas about so Waffling Wilson, and I will do my best to do it. Plus, if you have any questions, then just please tweet them into me and I will resurrect Ask Waffling Wilson and we can do a bit of chat about that. Okay, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. Like I say, it's nice and snappy here on Wilson Waffling Live. So it's just a little snippet of what you can pick up and then you can go off and carry on doing your work. So if you have popped in to see us live, then that's absolutely brilliant. But don't forget, you can also go over to YouTube and watch in your spare time all 86 episodes, and good luck. Good luck. There's some really high moments in there, including, you know, the first time I get a proper video camera is quite enlightening when all of a sudden you can actually see me without being pixelated. So some great episode there. Hopefully 86, 14 to go before we hit episode 100, so not much more, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to give up on this or not. But if you are coming along to watch every week, then I really do appreciate it. Okay, guys, it only remains for me to say, in my normal way, have fun, guys. Thank you for coming along, and oh, I forgot. Have fun, guys, and I'll catch you all later. And until then, consider yourself well and truly waffled. Have fun, guys. Bye.